Hey yo, what up team? Welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, please become part of the team and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already part of the team, I guess I gotta say welcome back to you. So for today's video, I thought that I would go through some of our old videos that Carlos and I used to do. And I don't know if everything seemed okay on camera or fun and whatnot, but there are definitely quite a bit of videos where things were not okay. It was faking it for the camera or not faking it in some cases. And for the first year that we were doing YouTube, my mental health took a big hit. I had to really fake it on camera sometimes. But if you haven't seen my mental health video that I did during that time, then I would definitely say check that out. That was a while ago, so things have definitely changed, but I'll talk about it throughout this video. Mental health is important, and it's important to talk about it so that you can acknowledge it and so that others can feel that they're not alone. So yeah, I will go through these videos with you guys. I'm at a place now where I can go back and look at it and talk about it publicly, because I've never really spoken about like what went on behind these videos to anyone really. Like sometimes I'd say mention it to Carlos nowadays. I'll just be like, remember this video and how we're actually feeling? But I haven't really like addressed it on camera and like really looked at the videos myself. So yeah, I guess before we do that, we gotta get the intro. First video we'll look at is our Gold Coast vlog, and it's the Gold Coast Movie World vlog. There's a whole story behind the Gold Coast trip and how I was feeling at the time. Really, it had nothing to do with the people that we went with. So we went with Carlos's friends and my sister. It had nothing to do with the boys or my sister. It was just more so myself, and it was also just a relationship thing between Carlos and I. Gold Coast was meant to be a fun trip, a really good fun trip, but me being the person I am, always worrying, and I guess at the time I felt not appreciated by everyone. I'd say yeah, by everyone for everything that I had planned for that trip and sacrificed in terms of like working hard to pay as much as I could, like for the hotel and everything, so that it minimized the cost for everything for everyone else. I felt like Carlos wasn't spending time with me. Well, obviously the boys were there, so it's, you know, it was time for his boys. But definitely this year, 2019, my mental health was at its worst that whole year. So I don't know what I was thinking going to the Gold Coast and thinking everything was going to be fine. I've never actually looked at these vlogs ever since they came out, if I have to be honest. It kind of was not a trigger, but I just didn't like to think about the memories from that time. Like what was meant to be a good trip was a very miserable trip for me. This one in particular, so this must have been a few days into our trip, and then we had gone to Movie World. I was, by this point in our trip, I was beginning to get really down and depressed. So you'll see this part here. Wait, let me play it. Okay, so look at this shot here. You can see I'm by myself. Sitting on the bus. Everyone else is at the back of the bus all talking and whatnot, and I remember this bus trip, I was very quiet throughout the entire bus ride. I was not happy. I did cry a bit here and there, and the thing that triggered me at this time was because Carlos and I had a little I wouldn't even say it was an argument, it was just a little tiff. Like it was regarding the bus tickets. I forgot what it was, but I believe I thought one way and Carlos thought it was another way, and then we ended up like clashing over that, because when I plan a holiday, I plan it to the specifics, to the point where I should know what we're doing for the day, where to get certain things, a backup plan if anything. So at this time I wasn't happy with Carlos, just because he had made me feel stupid at this time. So yeah, that's why you'll see in the shot that I'm by myself. I don't look very happy, and yeah, the entire ride all the way through to Movie World, I just didn't talk to anyone, not even my sister, and yeah, it was quite a sad ride. Like, we're going to Movie World and here I was like not so happy and really depressed, and I was looking down on myself this whole bus ride thinking like, oh, I'm so stupid, why didn't I do this, or yeah, I should have just said he was right, and certain things like that. So this part of us walking into Movie World, you can see that I'm not at the camera. Let me just keep playing. I'm like not near Carlos. Okay, let's just watch.
We're ready for a big day, and we're ready for the long lines. The boys are already winning, they couldn't wait. But, yeah, come in.
Okay, that part right there, I was not happy. Obviously, the truth behind that, I didn't want to film. Carlos had to, the boys had to go in first so that we could sit outside and film. And you know, we're really into our YouTube at the time, so we were like, we have to film this, get everything. So at that certain point, you know, I think Carlos and I, we had a bit of a talk outside Movie World. I still wasn't okay when we were filming, but you know, I'm sure Carlos was like, what's up with you, like what's okay? You know, men don't know usually when they do something wrong. So yeah, I was not okay throughout a majority of this Movie World vlog trip. There may be certain points where I was, you know, smiling and that, but I can remember that throughout the entire, actually just from this day forward and onwards, I was not okay. Also for Movie World, I didn't go on any rides as well. I don't know what my excuse was to everyone, but I didn't go on any rides. I was just that depressed.
So we just finished the Scooby-Doo ride. That's one of my favorites, plus it's a good style. It's like, well, it gets your adrenaline rising and you know what you're supposed to. It's burning hot. I forgot to put some sunscreen on my neck. Okay, guys, comment down below if I'm getting darker in each video, because
you can see in this clip, I'm like very distant. I'm not saying anything. Usually I'd say something in the vlogs, but you can see there I'm really just trying to like smile and make it seem like everything is okay. And Carlos did most of the talking for this one, and I think he was frustrated at me for not being into for not making the effort to vlog, which I understand. I would be too, but of course my mental health was just really taking a hit and I did not want to do anything. So yeah, just that video, you can see I'm just so distant. I'm not even saying anything. Obviously by the end of the trip I was fine. I mean, look here.
The team is out.
They're still partying.
They're still partying. But us, we got things to do. So we're double cruise out here, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.
Yeah. So obviously we reconciliated afterwards, but yeah, I believe even after this video was made, I still wasn't okay, like further into the night. The Movie World vlog is really the only video where it's, I mean, on camera, I remember how I was feeling at that time when I look at it. Of course, there are like moments off camera. Throughout the Gold Coast vlog, at night, everyone would be drinking out in the lounge part of our apartment, but I would be in the room by myself drinking, crying, and on Instagram ranting to all my close friends about how I was feeling at the time. So yeah, it was a very sad trip. I felt very alone as well. I guess it was because I was surrounded by Carlos's friends and my sister was there too, but you know, I still felt just lonely. And yeah, I felt like, and at that time I was going through, I mean, I didn't have a big circle of friends. I mean, I still don't have a big circle of friends, but you know, my circle of friends, they weren't able to make the trip. Even if I had asked, I didn't ask any of them because my friends are mothers, they have babies, kids, also they had priorities at the time. And yeah, so I felt alone. I was drinking by myself in the room at night, and I was making sure the trip was okay for everyone else. I don't know if they had felt my energy, my bad energy.
Guys.
Okay, so this is our video It's called Reacting to Our Old Cringe Posts. Hella funny. It wasn't really that funny, to be honest, but I mean, it was funny for us to look back at old videos, and very cringy. This was filmed on our last night in Fiji. We had little hot bottles, and we wanted to just drink and enjoy our last night in Fiji. So yeah, that's what we did. Let me just play it.
Honestly guys, I have worse videos than Ethan because I've always posted stupid things.
I love that. I love that video.
Okay, so
I haven't seen it.
there's not really much to say about this one. I just grabbed this video because throughout this video we are drinking our cup, but we did not feel like drinking at all. We're fine in this video, but just drinking alcohol wise. During this video I think that we said that we would continue drinking afterwards and spend time together, but we just stopped drinking. I was drinking a Bombay Sapphire with pineapple juice or something. Oh, Fanta, the yellow Fanta. I don't know what flavor that is. Pineapple must be, I think. So yeah, I was mixing that, and it was just not nice, and I've always never liked the taste of alcohol. So yeah, I just tipped my whole Bombay Sapphire thing in the rubbish. Carlos didn't feel like drinking his. I'm sure he had Canadian Club. So yeah, we were very just tired after that, and we're like, okay, time to just go sleep. So yeah, we didn't continue drinking. We didn't even feel like drinking during this video. And yeah, that's all I had to say about that. We'll go to the next one. Our Exploring Santa Monica, Los Angeles vlog. I can remember this one vividly. I remember this trip vividly and the feelings I was feeling. Throughout this trip there were a lot of many arguments that Carlos and I were having, and if I had to be completely honest, our relationship was very toxic during this time. So in this video I'm opening it up, and this is before we go to Santa Monica. Before I began to film this, Carlos and I had got into a little argument over keeping the noise down in the room, because the Airbnb we had, it was still part of a bigger house, and I don't want to do anything that affects that and gives me a bad rating, because I rely on Airbnb for things like our travel. Carlos was being really loud, and also it was just a mix. It was either he was being loud or I was being too controlling about that, like too much like of a mother. And at the time, I mean, I guess we'll never know now if he really was being too loud or if I was really being too much of a nagger, if that's even a word. Like or if I was nagging too much. But that was just me. I'm very paranoid, and I'm very cautious. So when it comes to things like that, especially when it was like dark outside and I felt like the walls were thin, I just didn't want to get kicked out or anything. Especially being in LA, I didn't want to be kicked out and then, you know, we're left stranded. So yeah, he had gotten angry at me for getting angry at him, and then yeah, we were quiet until I was like, okay, we need to go to Santa Monica today, because we were meant to do that on our first trip, but obviously we weren't able to. We're currently waiting for our Uber to head off to Pacific Park, which is in Santa Monica. You guys would have seen it in Chris Brown's music video clip for Undecided. And I probably should have told you I heard this back. So yeah, we're gonna go and check that out and see what the hype is about that place, and we'll take you guys along with us. Okay, so because Carlos and I got into the argument, I was angry. So all I did, I just grabbed the camera and I did it like in a careless way. That's why I was like, oh, so today we're going to, and Carlos was sitting on the side, and I guess he could see what I was doing, but I was like really filming that, like just with no care. I was like, yeah, we're going to Santa Monica, yeah, blah blah. And then after that video I stopped it and I was like, okay, let's go, and I called the Uber. Once we were in the Uber, then I was thinking, and I was just wanting to be okay for us to actually go and enjoy Pacific Park. So we reconciliated in the car. I just like looked at him and I was like, I'm sorry, like, you know, let's be happy now. And then yeah, we're fine throughout the trip, throughout that night at Santa Monica. Okay, so this is one that I always look at. This is our Disneyland vlog. that morning, okay, let me just play it first.
Hey, what up CNC team, welcome back to our channel. It's our last day here in LA, so we will be going to no other place but Disneyland. So yeah, we'll take you guys with us, of course.
First things first, guys.
Okay. Oh wait, let me just continue.
I'll put some sunscreen on because it's sunny as hell outside. And also, I was gonna wear a hat, but I don't want to wear a hat because you have to pretty much take it off on the rides. So yeah, so I just started my hair, but we're gonna try our house to stay. So the fireworks, that's late at night. So right now it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. The game plan is to conserve our legs and just try to do as much chill ride or get to the rides that would get packed.
Yeah, what he said. But yeah, we'll see you.
Okay, so yeah, so this video, we had woken up, we had another argument that morning, and I think it's very obvious from this video opening that I was not happy. And the way I even said Disneyland, I was like, we're going to no other place but Disneyland. Like, usually it'd be like, we're going to Disneyland, but yeah, I was so like angry and depressed during this morning that, yeah, because Carlos and I, we got into another argument, and I don't know if you can just tell just by my face throughout that video that I just wasn't okay. Carlos wasn't okay as well, but he did a better job at faking it for the camera than I did. And yeah, even how I was like, yeah, what he said, like, I think we had a misunderstanding around something. I forgot what it was, and I did put a caption there that said, sorry for the grumpy voice, it was 5 AM. That was a lie, it wasn't even 5 AM, and I think Carlos even says it, it's about 8 o'clock. So yeah, that was a big lie. It wasn't even 5 AM. It was like late. We woke up late. It wasn't a very good start to the day. But again, we were going to Disneyland, and believe it or not, on the first trip that we ever did to LA, and we went to Disneyland for the first time in 2018, we had the same problem. We got into another argument that morning, and well, I wasn't filming YouTube at the time, so I don't have any videos, but I do remember just like deja vu at this time. But once we got to Disneyland, then I was just like, we have to be okay, like, this is Disneyland. Like, you can't help but be happy when you enter those gates into Disneyland, when you see all the Mickey Mouse themed things around you, and you're like, oh my gosh. And like, you know, seeing Goofy and then seeing Mickey Mouse and all the different characters walking around, you can't stay mad. So I just remember I just said sorry to Carlos. I was like, we're at Disneyland, let's just not be like this, let's be okay from this point onwards. And Carlos would always be like, I am okay, like, you know, it was just me taking a while to be okay. But yeah, it was just that morning was not a good start. I'm a very particular person. I would say I'm just really organized when it comes to trips, and I like things specific. And in general, I like things done a specific way. If it's not done my way, then I get anxious, and it really affects my mood. This video is called Testing My Boyfriend's Strength, and this was very late at night. It was probably midnight. We went to the City Fitness in town, and this was me pretty much telling Carlos what to do throughout the whole video, what gym equipment to go on. And to tell the truth, it was him telling me what to say on camera, because I have no idea what is what at the gym. I don't know what the heck I was saying, but he'll just be like, oh, we'll go to this one. And I had to just make up whatever kgs I think he should have done. When it came to filming YouTube, Carlos likes videos a certain way, I like videos a certain way, and then we clash, and it becomes a whole, like, we don't want to film anymore because it's not going my way and it's not going his way. Throughout the video, I mean, go ahead and watch it. You'll see what I tell him to do here and there, and honestly, it wasn't even me, it was Carlos telling me what to say. Because, like I said, I had no idea, and we just needed a video idea to upload a video that week. And I am someone who, when I don't get something right to someone else's expectation, then I really look down on myself. because I like to please people in terms of make them happy, make sure I'm doing things the way they want to. And yeah, so not just with Carlos, I mean just everyone in general. If they give me an expectation and tell me what they expect of me, or give me a task, then I try to do it to the best of my ability. Otherwise, for them, but also for myself and my own mental health, because that's just me. I've always had expectations put on me throughout my life, and I've always been someone who wants to reach them, and I get really down on myself when I don't, and I can't. I feel useless. So I felt like that throughout this video, because I wasn't getting I wasn't filming the right angles, like it wasn't to Carlos's standard or his expectation. Like I said, remember, I like to reach people's expectations, so this wasn't to his expectation, and it also wasn't to my own expectation, because I myself felt very like I wasn't putting my best into it. But it's a gym, and I don't know anything about a gym. When I'm in an environment where I'm not familiar with anything, I don't know what to say, I don't know what things are called, I feel dumb, and it really affected just the way I felt throughout this whole filming process. Let me see if I can get an example of a task that I set him.
2 20s. You have to do 2 20s each hand, just to start with. You do 10. Oh no, we'll go to 6.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah, because then yeah. And then we'll increase.
Yeah, so I don't know what I was saying. 2 20s. Like honestly, this whole video I have no idea. Even to this day, if I watched it, I'd be like, what was that? Like, my camera is gonna die again, so I'll just have to end that here. But if I have to say something with the 1 minute that I have, it is that mental health is very important, and the things you see sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Instagram, it's not always gonna be people's realities. You know, there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes, and there's like a lot of people say YouTube and Instagram is where we put our highlights. So you'll see a lot of people's highlights, but you will not necessarily see their lowlights. So this was just me sharing my honest journey with mental health, and through these videos, which you would have seen, I mean, even traveling to Hawaii, going to Disneyland, you know, all these things might have looked like really fun on Instagram and on camera and everything, but in reality we were going through some stuff. So yeah, this is just my message to you, to say that it's okay not to be okay. I know that's such a cliche saying, but everyone goes through these tough times. You're not alone. Reach out to me if you ever need a talk. My DMs are always open for anyone, no matter what you're going through. Definitely reach out to me if anything. But please give this video a like. My camera is going to turn off soon, so I will see you in the next video.